Hi everyone. In this video, we are going to discuss about example of signal flow graph. So, what is a signal flow graph? Signal graphical representation of relationship between the varieties of a set of linear algebraic equations. Signal flow graph is a graphical representation of relationship between the varieties of set of linear algebraic equations. Or signal flow graph is a diagram that represents a set of simultaneous linear algebraic equations. So in this video, we are going to discuss about example of signal flow graph. So that is, example is find the transfer function of the given signal, flow graph shown in figure. So this is the given signal flow graph. So calculate the transfer function of the given signal flow graph. How to calculate the transfer function of the given signal flow graph? Using Mason's gain formula. The Mason's gain formula is used to determine transfer function of the signal flow graph. So what is the Mason's gain formula? The Mason's gain formula of the transfer function, capital T is equal 1 by delta sigma k is equal to 1 to n p suffix k into delta k, where n is the number of forward path. So from the given data, first calculate the number of the forward path, total number of the forward path. Step 1, calculate the number of forward paths and forward path gains. Determine forward paths and forward path gains. Forward path gains. So given that, what is the forward path? Signal flow graph, calculate the forward path. So what is the definition of the forward path? Forward path is a path from an input node to output node that does not cross any node, more than once. Now here in this signal flow graph, and this is the input node and this is the output node. Forward path is a path from input node to the output node that does not cross any node. So 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4, 4 to 5, 5 to 6, 6 to 7, 7 to 8. That is the first forward path. And second forward path is 1 to 2, 2 to 5, 5 to 6, 6 to 7, and 7 to 8. And this is the second forward path. First forward path. Totally there are 8 nodes. 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4, 4 to 5, 5 to 6, 6 to 7, 7 to 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And this gain is 1 from the signal flow graph, given signal flow graph. This gain is G1 and this gain is G2 and this gain is G3 and this gain is G4. This gain is G5. This gain is 1. Node 1 to node 8. And the second signal flow graph, and this is the first forward path 1, and the second forward path is 1 to 2, 2 to 5. So between node 3 and node 4 is there. Node 1, node 2, node 3, node 4, node 5, 5 to 6, 6 to 7, 7 to 8. and this is second forward path. This is forward path 2. This gain is 1 and this gain is G6. This gain is G4 and this gain is G5. This gain is 1. And after that calculate forward path gain. So what is the forward path gain? Forward path gain is the product of branch transmittance. Forward path gain is the product of the branch transmittance. And this is the branch. So what is this branch transmittance? What is this gain? 1. This branch gain is G1. This branch gain is G2. Next calculate the forward path gain. The forward path gain is product of the branch transmittance. Gain of forward path is, and first gain of forward path 1 is, so that is represented by P1. Gain of the forward path is represented by, consider as symbolically P1. So 1 into G1 into G2 into G3 into G4 into G5 into 1. G1, G2, G3, G4, G5. Next calculate the second forward path gain. Gain of second forward path is, and it is denoted by P suffix 2, and this is the second forward path. So what is the second forward path gain? Product of the gain, product of the gain transmittance, that is 1 into G6 into G4 into G5 into 1. So that is equal G4 into G5 G6. This is the second forward path gain. So this is the step 1. Next, determine step 2. So calculate the individual loop gains. Step 2. Determine individual loop gains. Individual loop gains. So from the given signal flow graph, identify the individual signal flow graph. So what is the loop gain? What is the individual loop gain? Individual loop gain is the closed path starting from a node and after that passing through a certain part of the graph and ends at the same node. Individual loop gain is the closed path. Individual loop gain is the closed path starting from a node, after that passing through a certain part of the graph and arrives at same node that does not cross any node. So now here in this signal flow graph we can observe that the individual loop gains are 3 to 4, 4 to 3 and ends at the same node. So that is the one individual loop, and second individual loop is 3 to 4, 4 to 5, 5 to 3, and this is the second individual loop. Next individual loop is 6 to 7, 7 to 6. So from the given signal flow graph, there are three individual loops. Let the individual loop gains considered as P11, P21, P31.
So given that there are three individual loop gains, so that are node 3, node 4, 3 to 4, this gain is G2, 4 to 3, and this gain is minus H1, and the second individual loop gain is 3 to 4, 4 to 5, and 5 to 3, 3, 4, 5. So this gain is G2, this gain is G3, this gain is minus H2, and this is the second individual loop, and third individual loop is 6 to 7, 6 to 7, and 7 to 6, and this gain is G5, and this gain is minus H3. So these three are the three individual loops, and after that calculate the individual loop gains. So what is the individual loop gain? Individual loop gain is the product of the branch transmittance. Individual loop gain is the product of the branch transmittance. So first individual loop gain is denoted as, first individual loop gain is represented as symbolically P11 is equal product of the branch transmittance. So this is the first individual loop, and what is the product of this individual loop gain? Product of the branch transmittance, that is G2 into minus H1 minus G2 H1. Second individual loop gain is represented as P21, and this is the second individual loop, and what is the gain of this loop? Product of the branch transmittance, that is G2 into G3 into minus H2 minus G2 G3 H2. Next third, this is the third individual loop, and this gain is denoted as P31. So what is this gain? Product of the branch transmittance, G5 into minus H3 minus G5 into H3. So these are the individual loops and individual loop gains. Next, step 3. So calculate gain product of two non-touching loops. Next step is step number 3. Gain product of, so what is the delta? Delta is equal to 1 minus sum of individual loop gains plus sum of gain products of all possible combinations of two non-touching loops. Okay, so individual loop gains are calculated here, and after that calculates gain product of two non-touching loops. Gain products of two non-touching loops. So from the given figure, observe that first find out the non-touching loops. So from the given data, how many two non-touching loops are there? First identify the two non-touching loops. So these are the individual loops. So this loop and this loop, these two are non-touching loops. This loop and this loop, these two loops are non-touching loops. So that is the first combination of two non-touching loops, and this is another loop and this is another loop, and these two loops are also non-touching loops. So this is the second combination of the two non-touching loops. So observe the from the figure, 3 to 4, 4 to 3, that is the one loop, 6 to 7, 7 to 6 is that is another loop. So these two loops are the non-touching. So that is the first combination of two non-touching loops. And 3 to 5, 5 to 3, that is the one loop, 6 to 7, 7 to 6 is the that is another loop. This loop and this loop is also non-touching loops. So that is the second combination of two non-touching loops. So from the given data, there are two combinations of two non-touching loops. Two combinations of two non-touching loops. There are two combinations of two non-touching loops. So that are note down the two combinations. And this gain is G2 and this gain is minus H1. And 6, 7, this gain is G5 and this gain is minus H3. So this is the first combination of two non-touching loops. Two non-touching loops. And note on the second combination. Three, four, five. This gain is G2. This gain is G3. This gain is minus H2 and 6 to 7. 6 to 7. So this gain is G5 and this gain is minus H3. So this is the second combination of two non-touching loops. And after that calculate the gain product of first combination of two non-touching loop and gain product of second combination of two non-touching loop. So this is the first combination, this is the second combination, and now calculate gain product of first combination of two non-touching loops, gain product of second combination of two non-touching loops. So the gain product of first combination of two non-touching loops is denoted by symbolically represented as P12, that is equal. And what is this loop gain? Minus G2H1 into what is this loop gain? Minus G5H3. So gain product of two non-touching loops. Minus G2H1, this loop gain, and this loop gain is minus G5H3. So minus into minus plus, therefore G2, G5, H1, H3. And the gain product of second combination of two non-touching loops is denoted as P22. And this loop gain is minus G2, G3, H2. This loop gain is minus G5, H3, minus into minus plus, that is equal G2, G3, G5 into H2, H3. And that is step 3. And next step 4 is calculation of delta and delta k. Determine calculation of delta and delta suffix k. So first calculate the delta. So what is the formula for the delta? Delta is equal to the equation, the expression of the delta is equal to 1 minus sum of individual loop gains. So what are the individual loops here? Here there are three individual loops. So what are the three individual loops? One, this is first individual loop, second individual loop, and third individual loop. Sum of individual loop gains. So what are the individual loop gains? Representation P11, P21, P31 are the individual loop gains. Sum of individual loop gains. One minus sum of individual loop gains P11 plus P21 plus P31 plus gain product of all possible combinations of two non-touching loops. Now here in this example there are two combinations of two non-touching loops, and the first combination gain is denoted as P12 and second combination gain is denoted as P22. Sum of gain products of all possible combinations of two non-touching loops. P12 plus P22 minus sum of gain products of all possible combinations of three non-touching loops. In this example, there is no three non-touching loops combinations. In this example, in this signal flow graph, there is no three non-touching loops combination. So, there is no gain of the three non-touching loops. And substitute P11, P21, P31, P12 and P22 values. Delta is equal to 1 minus P11 is minus G2H1, P21 is minus G2, G3H2, P31 is minus G5H3 plus P12. P12 is G2, G5, G2, G5, H1, H3 plus P22 is G2, G3, G5, H2, H3. So that is equal. Now here for all these terms negative sign is common, and before minus is there, minus into minus plus, therefore 1 plus G2H1 plus G2G3 H2 plus G5H3 plus G2G5 H1H3 plus G1 G3 G5 H2 H3. So that is the delta value. Next calculate delta K value. Now here what is the K? K is equal to 2. Number of forward paths are 2. In this example there are two forward paths. This is the first forward path and this is the second forward path. K is equal to 2. So calculate delta 1 and delta 2 values. What is delta K meaning? The meaning of the delta K is what is the delta K? So delta k is the value of the delta for that part of the graph not touching the kth forward path. The value of the delta for that part of the graph non touching kth forward path. Now here totally there are two forward paths. So k is equal to 1 and k is equal to 2. So calculate delta 1 and delta 2 values. So first calculate delta 1 value. Delta 1 is equal. So what is the actual delta formula? The expression of the delta is equal 1 minus sum of individual loop gains plus sum of gain product of all possible combinations of two non-touching loop minus and so on. So delta 1 is equal to 1 minus sum of individual loop gains. Sum of individual loop gains. And this is the first forward path. And these are the individual loops, and this is the first forward path. Now here all the loops are touching this forward path 1. These are the individual loops. All these three loops are touching the first forward path 1. So since there is no part of the graph which is not touching with first forward path, so because of that there is no sum of individual loop gains, and there is no sum of gain products of all possible combinations of two non-touching loops. Once again, I will explain. The expression of the delta is equal 1 minus sum of individual loop gains plus sum of gain products of all possible combinations of two non-touching loop minus and so on. Delta k, now here there are two forward paths, k is equal to 1. That is delta 1 is equal 1 minus sum of individual loop gains. So calculate the sum of individual loop gains. How to calculate the sum of the individual loop gains? According to delta k, there is no part of the graph which is not touching the kth forward path. Here, these three are the individual loops, and this is the first forward path. Now here all these three loops are touching this forward path. So there is no part of the graph which is not touching with the first forward path. So therefore there is no sum of individual loop gains, and sum of gain products of two non-touching loops is also 0. So therefore this is 0 plus 0. Therefore delta 1 is equal to 1. Next calculate delta 2. So delta 2 is equal 1 minus calculate sum of individual loop gains. So what is that? 2 k is equal to 2. K is equal to 2 means that is the second forward path. Here what is the second forward path? This is the second forward path. In this second forward path, this loop 3 to 4 is non-touching. This loop is not touching. The part of the graph which is not touching with the second forward path. So what is that non-touching loop here? This 3 to 4 is a non-touching loop. So this loop gain is minus g to h1. Minus g to h1. 1 minus that loop gain is minus g to h1. Once again, I will explain. And this is the second forward path. This is the second forward path. This is the 3 to 4 nodes. So this is not touching to this second forward path. So what is this loop gain? That loop gain is minus g to h1 plus sum of gain products of two non-touching loop is 0. So therefore 1 plus g to h1 delta 2 value. Next calculate the step 5. Finally calculate step 5. What is the step 5? Step 5 is the overall transfer function of the system. Step 5 is transfer function of the given signal flow graph using Mason's gain formula. So what is the Mason's gain formula? The transfer function of the Mason's gain formula, capital T is equal
1 by delta sigma k is equal 1 to n p suffix k into delta k. Now here, what is the k? K value is 2. There are two forward paths. So 1 by delta sigma k is equal 1 to 2 p suffix k into delta k. Now substitute k is equal to 1 and k is equal to 2 here. We get 1 by delta into substitute k is equal to 1 p1 into delta 1 plus p2 into delta 2. P2 delta 2. So P1, P2 values already calculated and delta 1 and delta 2 values already calculated. So these are the delta 1 and delta 2 values and these are P1 and P2 values and this is delta value. And substitute all these values into this equation, we get the transfer function capital T is equal P1. What is the P1? P1 is first forward path gain G1, G2, G3, G4, G5 into delta 1. What is the delta 1? 1 into 1 plus P2. What is the P2? Second forward path gain. What is the second forward path gain? G2, G4, sorry. Second forward path gain G4, G4, G5, G6 into delta 2. What is the delta 2? 1 plus G2 H1 divided by delta. What is the delta? And this is the delta value. This is the delta value. 1 plus G2 H1 plus G2 G3 H2 plus G5 H3 plus G2 G5 H1 H3 plus G1 G3 G5 H2 H3. So this is the overall transfer function or the total transfer function of the given signal flow graph. This is the procedure we can determine transfer function using the Mason's gain transfer function from the given signal flow graph using Mason's gain formula.